Nice try. Always play along the pads if really low on boost. And because TRK got that pads, he was able to just barely make an important save here. Start to memorize pads pattern whenever you have free time. Really smart here by TRK. By aerialing upwards, Ops would think he's going to take an awkward touch. But instead, he aerials towards the backboard, which then gives him the vision to see Ops. He can then decide what play he wants to make. Mate can't be conceding that from that angle. Unlucky. It's sometimes good to not always hit the ball, but instead turn around it and reposition the way TRK does on the wall for increased vision. TRK attempts to hit this ball around opponent, but it's too risky. He should have just kept control and tried to 50 it somewhere else. Again, just like every other pro, staying close to mate because both opponents are back. Don't linger in mid expecting a pass because it's very easy to read and cut off. You can do it if it's a 2v1. Great pinch pass by mate. It's understandable why TRK doesn't challenge this. But I do feel it might have been the best option as he was going up the wall. This is because he had 17 boost, which could have gotten him a decent 50 on the ball, which buys his mate time to get boost and reposition. This is really good by TRK. He notices that the ball is really awkward, so he half flips into a defensive and shadow position. This is important because lower ranks tend to freeze and get stuck underneath the ball whenever they feel it's awkward to reach the ball. This is bad because you lose sight of the opponents. Remember, the ball by itself is not a threat, it's the opponents. Slight mistouch by TRK here. Good clear. Always try to clear the ball to where your mate is. If that's not possible, clear the ball to the corner. There are many training packs out there where you can train this, and it's great practice. TRK needs to be positioned slightly closer to his mate to pick up the second ball after the 50. It does require trusting your mate to get a good 50, but it's definitely great practice to incorporate into your game. Great block. It's a lot more natural to let mate go for the challenge here, and TRK goes behind him. This is simply because his mate is closer to the opponent. And TRK wouldn't have had to spend a lot of boost on this defensive aerial play. Pretty bad challenge by mate here. Unfortunate. Good back post rotation. Not a good decision by TRK here. His mate is clearly going for the ball here, and his mate can't see him. Whereas TRK can see his mate. This just leads to an unnecessary double commit. Good positioning. Mate covers high whilst TRK covers low. Advice for the Plat Diamond ranks. Many of you guys might try and hit this on net. But it's good to start learning to hit the ball into the open space, such as the left-hand side. You might score if you hit it on net, but as you climb the ranks, it becomes an easy save and you will just lose possession. Advice for the high champ GC ranks. Start to learn wall pinches. They're really effective when the ball is rolling up the wall and you have low boost. It's also a good way to buy yourself and your mate some time. Good pre-jump and block. Good speed. Here, this ball is awkward, and like the previous example, TRK went back to give himself time and space. But in this situation, he needs to go up for the ball here, because his mate has already rotated back and can provide cover. TRK plays pads here as he rotates back, but he's keeping an eye on the play too. This is important because TRK is looking to see if there's an opportunity for him to grab corner boost. If not, he will continue with pads and not leave the play in case his mate needs help. Great demo chase. Don't just blindly rotate when you can cause problems for the opponents as you rotate. Crazy goal. The same pinch idea as mentioned just before. Really smart use of the backboard here to conserve boost when trying to reach the ball. You will not always have time to do this, but if you do, it's worth it. Good 50. TRK is on 60 boost here. He just needs to grab pads and get close to his mate. The problem is that he goes for corner boost, which creates a big distance between himself and his mate. This leaves him in a vulnerable position. Good fake challenge since mate has not rotated yet. One covers high, one covers low. Good pre-jump to make intentions clear for mate. Good pad grabs.